Okay, so this is my second video. It's going to be my first book review, and I'm going to be doing it on Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, since it is my favorite book of all time. I'm sure it's many of yours too. For those of you who have not read it, it's a fantastic book. Don't judge it by the genre it kind of gets thrown into, the romantic time period kind of chick book. It really has a lot of great literary characters, a lot of satire, a lot of comedy. Um, it's it's just a great book, and I hate that it gets judged as this stupid romantic sappy book, because it's not. Like, it has a lot of in-depth things that aren't usually necessary in this time period anymore, because we've kind of gone past the whole like marriage for money. You don't have arranged marriages or anything anymore. But in that time period, it was a huge piece, because the main character, the heroine, Elizabeth Bennet, goes against that. She's not, doesn't fit the mold of the perfect girl, how she's supposed to be to get married, and doesn't matter who it's to, doesn't matter if it's for love, as long as money is involved. So the character is very intelligent. She is very comical. She'll say basically whatever she wants to say. She's very outspoken. She loves humor. She loves to laugh. Is very outgoing, spirited, and that's not something that you would usually see in those times. So that's why I love her. And I also love her because she goes through such a huge change. Because by the beginning of the book, you start to figure out that she's using all of that kind of as a little bit of a wall, because she has a little bit of, a prejudice against people that aren't like her. Like with her parents, she is prejudiced against the fact that they don't exactly really love each other. They just did it for obligation. And she has a really hard time respecting that, even though it's her mom and dad. So that kind of goes out with the rest of the people in the book, with Charlotte, who ends up marrying for money too, because she doesn't have any other options. And she kind of looks down on her. She's a little, has prejudice towards that. But yet she overcomes it. She's still, Charlotte's friend, and is there for her. And eventually can be happy for her. And with Mr. Darcy, she learns that it's just not always on the outward appearance. And true, Mr. Darcy was kind of a jerk and was very prideful. But in the end, when he falls in love with her, and she's not going to take him just as he is, just because he has money, she wants somebody to love her. And he starts to change. He starts to really care about her, and his true self comes out. And that's what I love about it too, is that Elizabeth can not really change so much a person, but can show them what they truly are, what they're truly inside, to make them the best that they can be. And that's what I love about her. Her ability to, have such a huge effect in Mr. Darcy's life, that doesn't even care if that she knows that he does all this stuff for her. That he saves her sister and helps her other sister get married to the man of her dreams. He doesn't want her to know that. He just does it because he cares, he loves about her. And that's what's so beautiful about it. So, but other than that, it's got a lot of comedy in it. Mr. Bennet, the father, is very hilarious. Mr. Collins is it's a very funny character, even though he's verbally, if you were to meet him, he wouldn't think he was intended to be funny, but he is very much funny, because he's just so, you couldn't believe a character like that would really exist. But it's funny, and it's very amusing. So there are a lot of great characters, a lot of great writing. Jane Austen is a wonderful writer. She's not just about, the love ending. It's got so much more to it, and I wish people would realize that. So if you have any questions or comments, reviews yourself if you've read it, let me know, so we can chat about it. I would love to hear other people's opinions about it, because it's my favorite book. And if you have something bad to say about it, don't feel bad.